Hey, what's going on, guys? Kevtech here, bringing you a in-depth look at Android devices for beginners, intermediate, and experts. So I made a video earlier today about this, but this one's actually going to be in depth. So first thing I want to go over is all the buttons that are up here. So you have the Wi-Fi calling. You can mute, unmute. You have the gear button. You have the flashlight, which turns on your light. Location is your GPS. You have power mode, which is if you want to save the power on your phone, you could hit power mode, and basically it puts more time on and restricts certain applications on your phone. So you could do power mode. You have Wi-Fi calling. So if you have Wi-Fi on your phone, you could call using Wi-Fi calling. If you need to connect to the Wi-Fi, you just hold your finger down on it, and basically you connect to the Wi-Fi. Anything else you want to do is you want to connect to Bluetooth. Same thing, you hold the Bluetooth button, turn it on, and then see anything that's pairing or trying to pair, you pair your device. I have a Galaxy Gear S3 that's paired with my phone right now, as you can see. And that's pretty much, I just clicked on it and I paired it right away. And you could unpair it or forget it. We also have other options here, which is the mute button, sound button. Also, we have portrait mode, which basically it moves the camera or it moves the video. If you're watching a video, it moves it and rotates it, auto rotate it. If not, you could just shut it off. We have airplane mode, which basically means if you put the phone in airplane mode, it will shut off your cellular service, but you should still be able to connect with your Wi-Fi. This feature is only used when you're on a plane or doing something like that. We have mobile hotspot. We have blue light filter. So basically, this filters and changes the background. This is more like if you're having issues with sleep at night and you want to filter the light on your phone so you can sleep much better at night. This is commonly used for people that use their phone all day. And that's basically what that is. Secure folders to secure files. If you swipe to the left, there are more options as well. NFC is to make payments using your phone. So if you pair your phone with a credit card, you can make payments with NFC. Always on display is a feature that allows you to, if you click on it, it tells you what it is. Always on display, change the clock style, roaming clock. You could add widgets, notifications. Notifications will show up instantly when you have the lock screen, etc., etc. And we have smart view as well. Phone visibility, do not disturb. When you do not disturb, it basically blocks everything. It blocks notifications. This is perfect for meetings and anything you go to that's important. Sync is also a great thing to have on. Obviously, it's like things that are synced to your profile, like your Facebook, your Gmail account, your Messenger, your personal email or your work email. We also have mobile data, which is also, obviously you keep that on because that's the data for your phone. Night mode basically puts everything dark. You keep this feature on if you're working at night, and basically people will turn that on if they have issues sleeping at night, because when the screen is too bright, you have trouble sleeping. We also have navigation bar. Basically controls the navigations in the bottom. You could put full widgets, navigation buttons, full gestures. You could customize the buttons in the bottom. I'll go over that in a couple of minutes. We also have Edge Lightning. And it basically controls the style of the phone features. We have the S Pen, obviously, because I have a Note 9, so this is the S Pen feature. And then we have the Gear tab over here, which has all these settings you could do. Connections, Bluetooth, NFC, mobile network. Mobile network is obviously roaming. You turn on roaming if you're traveling out of the country. Mobile network is obviously the network mode. So depending on your service provider, you will be CDMA Lite or CDMA, or some people will set it to automatic. You have airplane mode here as well. You have mobile hotspot as well. Your sound and vibration. You want it to sound vibrate. You could also use your up and down button to adjust the sound on your phone. We have advanced settings here as well on the sound. You could customize the sound quality in the effects. You can actually customize your own sound if you go into the advanced sound settings. And that's it for that section. Notifications, you could block notifications or allow notifications. It tells you here which notifications are set on your phone. Display is your display. You could adjust the brightness, lower the brightness, put it in night mode, which is what I went over before. Font size and style is really important for people that have trouble seeing. You could increase the size or make it smaller. Screen resolution is the resolution of the phone and how you want it to appear. Full screen apps. Screen timeout is how long you want the screen or display to be on before it times out and locks your screen on your phone. Mine is set to 5 minutes after inactivity. We have home screen, edge screen, easy mode, navigation bar, which is what I went over before. Touch sensitivity, screen sensor, wallpaper. If you want to set wallpapers, you could do that. You can set your wallpapers. You could set a wallpaper from your gallery. I'll go over that real quick. I have a bunch of pictures here, pictures of me and pictures of me traveling out of the country. So if I want to set, for example, I want to set this as my background. It tells you if you want to do lock screen, home and lock screen, home screen. Here you can set up some other stuff. You can customize your background as you like or as you see fit. We also have biometrics, lock screen. Lock screen, if you want to set a lock screen for pen, you could do that. You could also set up a smart lock. You could do face recognition, fingerprints. Same thing here, biometrics, face recognition, fingerprints for your hand. You put your finger on the phone and basically it recognizes you only. No one else could get in on the phone. Account, make sure your account is set up. All your accounts are here as well. Which accounts are synced to your phone or connected to your phone. You have your Samsung Cloud backup and restore. This is where it backs up all your data for your email account. If you have an email account set up on your mobile device, which you're supposed to have if you don't have a phone or you have an Android phone, you have to have that set up. Otherwise, you can't download emails and you can't download any applications. We also have the S Pen features and other features as well. You go to the apps. You click the top right hand side. Here you will see default apps. By default, they open on your phone. You can set a default app for your web browser. Set up as Chrome. Your mobile phone app, messaging app, which can be set to Messenger from Facebook or your regular Messenger. So if you ever see your phone look like this, you can remove this one and add the original Messenger. What else here? Get out of this. General input. You could put a language input, date and time. You could reset your phone to factory default if you like. System updates. Last update was February 8th. You have a user manual as well if you don't know how to use your phone. What else? About phone. Tells you what kind of phone it is. What's the IMEI number, model number. You have your SIM status, username, internet uptime, downtime. You have your software information. If you're the type of guy that uses a phone and you find it really slow, you could just double tap the build number several times and it would open up the developer options. And basically, developer options to turn on. And then you go back, developer options are on, and you would turn off animation scale on your phone. From 1 turn to 0, transition scale 0, animator 0. That will fix that problem. Here I have the home screen. Phone comes with Bixby. You could shut it off. Bixby, you hold your finger on the screen. You could add more widgets to it if you like. So if I want to add, for example, this widget, all I gotta do is put my hand on it. That's about it. If you want to add a second screen, you could do that. You can add a second screen if you like, besides the home screen. If you want to see your weather, hit the refresh button and the weather will come on. Right now my GPS is turned off, so I can't see the weather. I shut it off just to save battery life. Because the thing is, for anyone that knows anything about phones, if you have the GPS on for a really long time, it really drains a lot of your battery. So I recommend keeping that off. If you have an Android device, if you have an iPhone, you should keep it off as well. I definitely recommend that. Let's see what else. If you want to download any applications, you will go to the Play Store. So I tried downloading SiteSync, for example. You can't really download that unless you have a Gmail account. What else? We have Netflix. I want to download Netflix, for example. You just hit the install button. It will install the app. It starts to install it. And then once it's done installing, it's my dog, by the way, in the background, as my mom just came home. Is installing. You could either open it or you could just leave it alone. And then it will add it to, if you swipe your finger up, some phones have the little tab here. So if you want to add the tab, you could do that. You could add the tab on the phone. By that, I basically mean this. I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. So the tab is basically the navigation bar. The navigation bar is really important. If you want to add a navigation bar, you can add it, but I'm not doing that. Just basically you swipe up and you swipe down. Usually there are 3 dots on the bottom of the screen, and basically those dots allow you to see all your apps. But once you're done downloading the app, basically you hold down the app, and you could just drag it on the screen. If you want to uninstall it, you hold it down again, and you just hit uninstall, and it should be gone. And that's basically it. If an app is being extremely stubborn and it doesn't want to close at all, what's the reason? Like, for example, I'll give you a good example. An app that you commonly use, like if you're talking to someone out of the country or something, like WhatsApp, for example, and you want to force close it and it's being stubborn, you can hit app info and you hit force stop, and then that's it. It will kill the application in the background. So basically, for anyone that doesn't know, just like a computer, you have these applications that stay open on the phone. It's similar to like when you have Windows 7 and you have Task Manager on Windows 7, which basically has all the apps that are open. If you want to force close it, you just hold on to it, and basically you hit the app info and you force stop it. You could also uninstall it as well in that section. What else should I go over? So then you have all these other things you could do on the phone, but for the most part, that should be everything. You have your camera as well. I'm not gonna go over that. Have these 3 little tabs here. You could sort, clean up your page, home screen settings. The most important thing for people that don't know how to use a phone is how to install an app. So basically, you go to the Play Store. You look for your app that you're looking for, like Spotify, and you install it. You can also uninstall any apps here. Sometimes for some reason your app doesn't work, check for the latest updates. So you hit My Apps or Games. It checks for updates. Like when now I have an update for Uber, just hit the update button. It will update the application, and then you should be good after that. Also, you have your subscriptions, account, and payments that you make by default on your phone. Make sure you have a Gmail account, otherwise you can't download any applications. It just won't let you do anything on your phone. That's really important. You could customize your screen. You could hold on to the widget. You could remove it from the home screen. Widget settings. You could change the color of it if you like the background color. You could change the transparency. Make it really noticeable if you like. So like this one, you just hit the little back button. This to get out, back button basically. This one's to force close any app. So sometimes on your phone you will have apps that linger in the background. You can force close it by swiping up, and it will close the application. Widget settings again. I'll set it back to normal, and that's it. And then that's basically it. And this is the home button. This is to close any apps. An important thing you should probably know is connecting to Wi-Fi. If you want to forget a Wi-Fi, you just hit forget network, hold down the key, or hold down the Wi-Fi and hit forget network if you want to forget it. Another important thing to know is Bluetooth. Bluetooth, depending on the Bluetooth that you have, is only good about 25 to 30 feet. Anything more than that, it will not be able to connect to your device. And that's basically this. And sometimes there's interference with Bluetooth devices. So if you try to connect to more than one mobile device or more than one certain device, you will get interference. So that's why it's important that you don't have too many things connected to Bluetooth in your house, because you'll have a lot of problems with connecting to certain devices and certain things. So that's about it. That's a little bit of everything on the phone. I apologize for my dog barking in the background, but that should be everything. I hope everyone has a great day, or a great evening, a great night, because right now it's a little bit late. And more videos to come. I'll probably make a video on in-depth video on iOS for mobile devices as well. So I hope everyone has a great night, and take care. Have a good day and a good night.